How we doing, guys? Welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing like a rotation roundup, and that's basically just glossing over the things that I only had first impressions on, the things that I've already reviewed, and also I'll be touching on some things that the missus has been wearing recently, and also one from my daughter. So stick around. Right, okay, so let's just address the elephant in the room first of all, get it out of the way. This, yeah, my review on this has done pretty well, even though my nose didn't do very well on it. That's just a joke. It's not a bad scent. Eros Energy, it's not a bad scent. By the way, the massive dent is because my mate CJ is a fan of it, so I decanted half of it for him. Yeah, I can't really say anything that I didn't say in the video, to be honest. A couple of wears later, and nothing new to report, really. It's very citrusy and fresh, nice, but unimaginative and unoriginal, in my opinion. I did compare it to the Aventus DNA. Now, it doesn't have the smokiness with the birch, and it doesn't have the greenness, really, of the oak moss, even though that's listed in the notes. It's just a pleasant, very vibrant, citrusy fragrance that doesn't really change much, quite linear. You do get some sort of woody aspects, I guess, some sort of musks and stuff, in the dry down, but I'm not really that big of a fan. I'll decant some more to the people in the Facebook groups. I'll probably leave myself about 10 mil in the bottom for references and future reviews, but other than that, yeah, it is what it is. Pleasant enough, it'll be for some people, but it's just not for me. But yeah, Eros Energy. And we have this. I've been wearing this recently because I've just got this in. Vibrato by Suspiro. And I wanted to know how similar it was to Tiger, really, which I don't have. But the reason I don't have it is because of this. And it is what it is. It's a Tiger clone. Really nice, zingy, sharp citrus, but not scratchy sharp, just rindy sharp and pleasant to me anyway, with a hell of a lot of fruits. Like, it's just like bunches of citrus, and it just smells juicy and nice. You've got clean musks, and there's like a soft, almost creamy woodiness about it in the dry down. Very pleasant. It smells really juicy. It smells almost tropical in a way, but not in the traditional like pineapple-y, coconutty, mango kind of sense, but it just gives me that vibe. It's got summer days written all over it, but it is strong, mind, and I wouldn't wear it if it's ridiculously hot outside. Not that we've had that to worry about, have we? But yeah, love this stuff. So I'll be giving my reviews on Vibrato very soon, and how close it is to the Tiger DNA. But yeah, been wearing this, loving it. How many of you know what this is? Some call it Shiaka Red. I just call it Shiaka from Cadlage, and it is an almost 1-to-1 of Reflection Man. It really is, honest. And I didn't know how close it was until my guy Seth, shout out to you Seth, sent me some Moage decants over. Check Seth out, by the way, if you're on the fragrance groups. Seth Talbot, check him out. Get some. He's got lots of stuff, but particularly he's got almost every amouage. And now I didn't know how close this was until I got some decants of Seth. Tried Reflection Man, tried this side by side, and silly close, like silly close. And he's actually a really good performer as well. If you don't know what Reflection Man is, it's sort of like this clean, soapy, white floral, maybe even slightly yellow floral, woody like really clean scent, powdery as well. Not at all feminine, not in my opinion. Even though it's got a lot of florals and it's powdery, it's like a niche Lamal. But yeah, really, really good. And like I said, this is really, really close to it. So I've been wearing a bit of this. If you've been watching the channel, by the way, you'll remember my review on Rosasi Hawas Ice. Obviously just first impression, so this is why I want to gloss over this too. I'll echo what I said in the original review. It is juicy, a much juicier version of the original Hawas. I would say that I actually prefer this over the original, and I wasn't sure when I first smelled it. And I think it is because of the difference that it has. I do love Hawas. If you watch the video, you've seen a massive dent in my bottle. But I just think that the differences in this speak more to me, you know? And I think it gets further away from the DNA that obviously Hawas was going after, which is Invictus Aqua. You don't get the aquatics in this, which is fine by me, even though I do like the aquatic nuances of the original and of that particular DNA. But I don't know why they called it ice. There's no cooling, minty, or even synthetic aroma chemical to give the impression of it being cooling or chilling or anything like that. But that side, this is just plum, star anise, which you get a little bit, not in a traditional sense though, in my opinion. And it's it's woody and it's really, really nice. It's juicy, fruity, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You've got bergamot in the top, I think. Sicilian lemon, something like that. Without going over the notes, but yeah, if you've tried Hawas, this is just a much juicier, sweeter version of the original Hawas Ice. Been loving it. Look at that already. I got this from my lovely fiance for my birthday, along with some other stuff, some other lovely stuff. Now, if you like the white line, you'll be familiar with, I think, what it's really known for, and that's that signature apple opening, at least part of the composition of the opening anyway. Now I have the La Parfum, and it's beautiful. It's been likened to a much more grown up version of the EDT and even the EDP, and I'll agree with that sentiment. It's probably more appropriate for like nighttime use and stuff, even though you can wear it during the day. What I'm saying is it's like a deeper, richer version, parfum concentration, so maybe it doesn't project as much, but just stick around a long time. Now this is the EDP Intense. And what this is, to me, doesn't have that apple in the beginning. This is just like, the blue craze, the blue fragrance craze. This leans more into that because it's got the soapy kind of shower gel like feel and smell, but in a lovely way, not in a cheap way at all. It smells beautiful, very clean. There is a little bit of, like, I would say maybe incensey about it, like, without not being smoky, but something underneath, like something a bit dark underneath, and it's like, it smells robust. Oh, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I've been rocking this a little bit. YSLY EDP Intense. But as I was just saying about aquatics and some people not liking certain facets of them, you'll have seen, well, I don't know if you have or not, but if you've seen my Aaron Terence Hughes haul, this was my favourite of the four, Blue Fever. And unfortunately, the missus doesn't like it. I absolutely love it. Some people say it's a freshie. It's got aspects of a freshie. It's blue, certainly blue. But when it gets into that mid and into that dry down, the greenness of this, mixed with the aquatic marine notes, gives like and I don't mind this mind, makes me think of seaweed. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't sound good, does he? Are you thinking about kicking some seaweed up off the shore and like, oh, but no, but like, I suppose it doesn't smell like seaweed, but because it's like aquatic, like salty aquatic and green at the same time, it gives me that. It just makes me think of that, I guess. But yeah, it's woody and green and aquatic and blue and fresh in the top. Beast mode performer, Aaron stuff usually is. Projects like a monster. You don't need much of it, like, which is really, really ironic, really, because if you give yourself one full squirt, you're giving yourself a lot. Oh God, I love that. I'm so gutted our last doesn't like it, like, but yeah, I wanted to get a bit more of an in-depth understanding of it, so I wore this a couple of times out of the house. Now then, from the house in Ishane, I love wearing this when it's hot, and there was a couple of hot days recently, so I reached for it. Oolong Cha. Now, this is most well known for its use of the oolong tea, and it is like a photorealistic tea, but not in a bitter way, in like a really fresh green way. And there's bergamot and orange. There's actually nutmeg in here as well, and fig and musk. And I don't really pick up the fig, I guess. Maybe I do. Maybe I do if I really think about it, but it's not what I think of when somebody asks me about this. It's the beautiful blend of citruses that it opens up with, and then when that tea comes in, it's like it's got some sort of cooling effect, which is why I like to reach for it in the hot days. You could easily get away with wearing this in cooler months, but it wouldn't really punch through the cold very well, even though it's an extrait de parfum. It's just the composition of the build of the fragrance. It's just not built for that, you know what I mean? But yeah, spring, summer, absolute stone cold killer. I wouldn't recommend blind buying this though, because the tea note is a deal breaker. Some people can't get on with it. I love it though. So yeah, I reached for this a couple of times. Oolong Cha. Now then, this might be a bad luck fragrance for me. Because believe it or not, this roundup here that I'm doing is actually the second time I've done this, because for some reason the phone didn't store the footage, only part of it, the first 11 minutes. I'm on 17 minutes now. I've motored through it a little bit. But yeah, and the first time I reviewed this fragrance individually, the same thing happened. It's like it's pretty cursed or something. But this is beautiful. Actually broke the cap on this. The previous review that I done today that didn't record, so it doesn't sit on. But anyway, this is Dunhill from the Signature Collection, Egyptian Smoke. Now this is a sweet, oh, it's so good, mind. Honestly, this is niche level stuff. This just quickly, if you don't know, Dunhill, known for being affordable lines of fragrance. I've got the Icon line and really good scents in there, and they're affordable. But the Signature line, they released this line to be their like upmarket Waitrose line, I suppose you could say. And nobody bought them because they were too expensive, like 130 quid, I think they were upon launch. And it's like, put a 4 badge on a Ferrari and you're not going to buy it, are you? Even if it is inside a Ferrari and it's well built and all that, at the end of the day, it's a Ford. So I think that's what put people off, because when a manufacturer, a house in particular, is known for being affordable, they bring out a line of fragrances that's expensive. Doesn't matter how good they potentially may be, people aren't really going to be digging deep into the pockets either. And like I say, referring to build quality, this capot, it just, yeah, don't know what happened, but yeah, it's really nice. Ambery, sweet and ambery, and it's rich in patchouli. Patchouli is actually in the base, but you smell it right away. I think there's incense in here, hence the smoke, and tobacco as well. Might be like kayak wood or something like that, but it's sweet and ambery, like resinous, and the patchouli, it comes across in a way that the patchouli comes across in fragrances like Tuxedo, and it's inspired by, and I love that. Like, I love that facet of patchouli, so I love this. That's so good. So it's like an eye roller fragrance, this. Yeah, but that's Dunhill from the Signature collection. Alfred Dunhill, Egyptian Smoke. Wintertime, guys, you need to try this out. Let me know if your cap absolutely knackered up on you as well. That's just a quick gloss over the things that I've been wearing, notably, a couple of things that I've reviewed as well. And as I promised, I'll touch on a few things that the missus has been wearing also. Now, it was date night the other night, and I always like to smell this fragrance on my lovely lady, Delina Exclusive. I won't show you here because it's just a decant. Well, I got a sizable decant, and she has the clone, which is Club de Nuit Imperial, and it's very accurate, I must admit, and good performer as well. You can tell the difference in quality, of course you can, but it's really, really nice, and it almost nails the DNA. But yeah, she was wearing that, and I was wearing Ganymede. What an amazing smelling couple we were. I've got some notes here because I wanted to get actual thoughts on things, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything. So what she says about Delina Exclusive is it's sweet jammy rose with the incense. Now that's what sets it aside from Delina, and obviously Delina's known for the rhubarb and lychee combination, and together they just make this a very addictive scent. You just keep wanting to go in and smell it. Honestly, it smells amazing. But with the incense, the Exclusive, ramping like they do in, they don't do it with incense so much in the male versions of Leighton and Pegasus. It's more coffee and oud and civet, but in here it's more about the incense. So she actually touched on something else and said, while you're at it, just mention this. For anyone that likes Delina Exclusive, recommend to them Olympia Flora. And what she meant was, it's got a similar build, and she said that because of the incense and stuff and the fact that it's so jammy and sweet, it might not be suitable for some people in daytime wear. Delina Exclusive I'm referring to here, but the Olympia Flora is. So for anyone that wants to try something of a similar sort of vibe, but for daytime use, she recommends this. Now, this has got blackcurrant in it, and it's got solar notes, so it is different from Delina, but got that similar vibe. And she said that people should maybe get the nose on this. She's got quite a few of the Olympia range, quite a few of the flankers. She likes this one a lot, so that's Olympia Solar. Now, my daughter recommended one too. I'm sure you all know this one. This is My Way from Giorgio Armani. And Megan's not a person for words. At least you need to coax them out of her, unless it's something that she's really passionate about. But she said that she likes to wear it for work, and it's sweet, fruity and strong. She definitely gets 5 hours out of it because she does a 4-hour shift and she can smell it when she comes back. And it's mass appealing and a compliment monster. So yeah, that's her thoughts on My Way from Giorgio Armani. I'll just let her add one, yeah, and Claire has been on a bit of a Narcisco Rodriguez kick at the moment. She's been adding a few to the collection. Most recently, this one. Musk Noir Rose. Now, it smells unbelievable. Honestly, if I was a woman, I'd want to smell like this all the time. Oh, it's so good. But there's a drawback. Claire said that Musk Noir is a soft rose and sweet, with the classic Narciso Rodriguez musk. Smells absolutely great, but longevity is an issue. Now, she said she sprayed this on before going shopping. I wasn't actually at home at the time. And when she came back, just grocery shopping mind, so just an hour or so, when she came back, she couldn't smell it. Now, she doesn't know if she was at all nose blind to it, whether there's something in there that causes a bit of anosmia. But what she did say was that she was so disappointed by the longevity because of how nice it smells. I kind of get what she means by that. So if you've got it, could you maybe let me know if you're experiencing the same longevity issues? Because Claire was disappointed with the longevity in that. And the other Narciso that she's been wearing is this Eau de Parfum Poudre. Now, she likes this one a lot. Nothing bad to say about this one. What she did say was it's like wearing a fluffy, warm sweater. Light powder value, not heavy on the powder, but nice and soft and sweet. Doesn't have the sometimes wet wipe vibes that you get from other powdery scents. Sort of know what she means by that. But when you smell this, it is what it is. It's just soft. Like, I'm sure there's maybe cashmere or something in this. But yeah, it smells lovely. Absolutely. It's got do you remember those little bath pearls, like the old school ones from years and years ago? My auntie used to have them in a little seashell beside the bath. Those shiny pearlescent bath pearls that you put in them. It smells a little bit like that. Yeah, but she likes this one a lot. And also, she said that to recommend this because it's a beautiful daily driver, great for daily wear, beautifully creamy, white floral, clean, mass appealing, and it is Mont Blanc signature. She loves this. The only regret is not getting a bigger bottle. And you know what? It smells like, I don't know if slightly coconutty, like high-end body cream. You know what I mean? That a woman would like to wear. Really, really nice though. And I know what she means by the creamy white florals. Clean as well. Yeah, really, really good. So yeah, that's my gloss over. That's my rotation roundup. Sorry it took a while, but we have went over quite a few things. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're liking the content, don't forget, get down, smash that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free, doesn't cost you a bean. And get down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. I like hearing from you guys. I love getting active in the comments and hearing your thoughts and replying to you. Yeah, I will get around to replying to you. It'll be a lot easier at the moment because I've only just started. But yeah, so take care of yourselves and stay safe, stay smelling good, and I'll catch you next time.